Hi all, welcome back. Hal here with more Empyrion, Galactic Survival. For the folks who were not there for Friday's live stream, this is actually a new game that we started on the live stream for Friday. And I'm going to be continuing this as the series going forward. And this should not be a restart past this point unless there is a major change to the game. As they did with the 3.7 release, where they changed the entire beginning of the game mechanic because you no longer start with an SV. And so yeah, basically what we did on the live stream is we did a little bit of base raids, got to see the new dropship in action, and I was able to go in and do some very quick looting on 2/3 of the crashed Titan. We found both the aft and mid sections of the Titan. We still need to find the fore section. But I will be going back over that way. It is currently night out, and I've just been basically continuing building on the base that I started during the live stream. We do have a gun in place. It looks like there was a minor patch over the weekend, so the turrets now function. When they did the original change over to 3.7, what happened was that the turrets are broken when you place them. So I don't know if it's because I was in an earlier save where the turrets worked and that forced things to start working again, or what, or if there was a change in one of the content updates since last week. So yeah, on that note, happy Tuesday to everybody. I hope you're having a fantastic week. Wanted to just take a moment to thank everybody who has been leaving the likes, the comments, and even and welcoming the new subscribers to the family. We are all one large community here, and we are growing every day, which is a good thing. So yeah, thank you all. Seriously, it's greatly appreciated. I know I joke about it, but I do take it very serious, and I do thank you for that. The support has just been phenomenal, and again, I can't thank you all enough. So with that said, let's we'll cut out the sappy stuff, and we'll continue on with what we're doing. As you can see, we're already level 8. I've got 140 more points to unlock items with. I really haven't been doing anything with any of the ships yet, because since you now do not start with a small vessel, you basically you are in a disposable escape pod, and when you loot everything, it's done. There's not a whole lot you can do at that point. The alien drop ships are not capturable. We have tried that. What happens is once you've killed all of the aliens that have been deployed, the drop ship despawns if it was left on the map for any reason. So it is what it is, unfortunately. But right, so we do need one of these. We don't really need the oxygen generator right now, but we do want. Do we want this? Yeah, we'll get it. Why not? I do need the water generator as well, which means I also need the fuel pack. Expensive little bugger. Building blocks are actually unlocked. What do we have under tools that we don't have yet? We want work light 2 so you guys can see. I don't know if I really want the sniper rifle. So one of the things that I'm noticing in the changes since 3.7, the AI for the aliens is much more aggressive. When they deploy the troops from the dropship, the troops actually hunt you out. They go looking. The drones also patrol a little bit more, and when the drones detect you, there's a chance that the drones will either call in support or follow you around or engage you directly. I've seen different responses from different people. Some people have the drones always attack them every time they do anything. Other people have, like my own experience is that the drones don't necessarily attack right away. If you find the drones that are out and about patrolling, they generally will attack. The drones that are assigned to bases and the points of interest protection, they only attack if you attack them first, or if you get into a particular range on the point of interest. Basically, if you get close enough to threaten the point of interest, the drones are going to attack you. And as part of that, they will actually call in support. So if you're not careful, what you'll end up with is you'll be fighting several drones simultaneously. And you'll have drop ships coming in, which will be, adding aliens that will engage you. And if there are aliens at the base, they may be engaging you as well. So you can very quickly get swarmed. So I do recommend that if you're going to be playing on a new playthrough, find a place near some resources, but away from any of the hostiles. As you can see, it is still dark out here. But yeah, find a place away from any of the hostiles. Build your initial base. Get your production stuff running as quickly as possible. And to build the assault rifle. Mainly because of the fact that the assault rifle, because it allows you to zoom as well as the higher damage output than the pistol, will be a lifesaver early in the game. Eventually you can get up to the pulse rifle and the laser rifle and everything else if that's the way you want to go. But the first assault rifle is probably the most game-changing weapon right now. The shotgun works really well for close quarters if you're doing a lot of hunting or if you're doing base infiltration. That would be the second weapon that I would recommend, followed by the rocket launcher, just because it's a rocket launcher. Come on, I mean, explosions, right? Come on. So yeah, all of that said, let me going to be making a little bit of a few parts here. I will need, what do I need for that? I just need metal components. Oh right. So what we're going to do is let's make a couple of metal components really quick. And then we're going to build this thing because we want the H2O2 generator so that we can start producing our alternative power. One of the things that we have found out is that right now, this little beast, this is your survival constructor. This is what you start with now instead of having the small constructor on the ship. It is very, very limited in what it can produce. As you can see here under electronics, you can only build a large constructor, a core, the generator, and a fuel tank. It's the absolute minimums to get a base running. However, you can use it to refine resources, and because this thing is they're calling it solar powered even when it's indoors, you can refine resources for free basically. So as long as you keep this thing protected, it's good to go. You drop in your raw resources and refine it. It is slower than a regular large constructor, but it doesn't cost you any power, and that's very, very important. Because if you are, especially early game, if you're not storing food, you don't need to worry about having your base powered all the time. You can leave your base turned off and just use this to refine your resources when you bring them back from raids and mining expeditions. So definitely keep that in mind. Like I said, you can build, at least the early tier weapons. Once you have the levels necessary to unlock these items, they will show up here in the constructor. And again, it's free construction. So, in fact, I am going to, yeah. So that is only going to be that, right? Because that's 5 and 2, yeah. And to show you, we're just okay. Get back up out the hole, and then I'll come back and put a walkway over this so I don't keep falling in there. Now the thing that you need to keep in mind is that the survival constructor is very, very brittle. It's got very small amounts of hit points, so if your base gets attacked, this thing can be destroyed really, really easily. The developers apparently are aware of this, and what they're doing is they're going to readjust the hit points and maybe the armor on it as well. But the constructors are in the loot table. In fact, do I have one? Yeah. So as you can see, I actually found one when I was out raiding the Titan. So we have an extra in case we need it. What I may do is actually when I go to build a more permanent base, is to see if I can find a couple more of them, and if I can find like 3 or 4 total, I'll set up a crafting area that is just refinement and low-level crafting, so that it's completely off the grid. So we are still waiting for daylight. It's not here yet. Let's go ahead and put our elevators in so that we can get up to the roof in case we need to for some reason. That is there, that is there. And as you can see, I do have a refrigerator now, so but now we can get up to the roof. We have one gunnery turret here. The turrets do seem to be working, at least for hostile life forms, but I haven't seen it attacking the drones yet, so we'll see. But this is a reboot after the weekend, so I'm not quite sure how everything is working just yet. So yeah, that's basically what's going on. We've got our initial base set up. I need to create some lights so everybody can see what's going on outside, which is why I was unlocking everything earlier. What do we need for those? We need metal components, so let's go ahead and create, I don't know, a bunch. And we will, how many glass plates do we have anyway? Oh, I've got plenty. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to create 10 of these things, and I'll go out and I'll place them out and around the base so that while we're here on the base, you'll have some light. You'll be able to see what's going on. I am going to try to limit the amount of night games, or the night footage. So what I may be doing through this series, and at least for this season, is doing cuts from the night-based gameplay, just because nights last a long time, you can't see anything, and I'm pretty much stuck in the base if I want to do anything with the episodes. So there may be some things happening off camera. If so, I will do cuts as necessary to keep you up to date what's going on. But yeah, I think for this season that's what we're going to be doing. Once we get a little bit better established and we have a ship, because we don't even have a ship right now, I'll make sure that the ship is outfitted with lights as well as spotlights, so we'll be able to point the thing in directions, so you'll be able to see what's hopefully be able to see what's going on a little bit better than what you may have been able to see in past episodes and seasons. I am trying to make an effort on that for you all, so we'll see how it actually plays out. But yeah, I think that is pretty much the update of what's going on right now. I believe I will go ahead and do the first cut while we wait for the lights to finish, and or daylight. We should be getting fairly close. Yeah, it looks like we've probably got another 10 minutes or so. So yeah, I'll go ahead and do a cut here, and we'll bring you back when we have something to show you. Alright, see you soon. Hi all, and we're back. So yeah, basically all I did was go ahead and work through the night, made some more lights. We've got them out and around behind the base now, so we can actually see when we're ever in the area. And there's now an entrance, a more easily approached entrance to the base. So yeah, not a whole lot done, just, you know, basically taking care of some of the general maintenance stuff. We did place more lights out and about so that we have a little bit more of a perimeter so we can see what's going on at night, and when things come in you should hopefully be able to see more. So I think that is pretty much it for this one. The only thing we're really left doing at this point is, okay, so here's the Crash Titan. So we've already looted both of these. There are some drones over in this area, but I do want to get over there to get the Promethean. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is start working on a small SV. I did do an HV at the, towards the end of last season, and it just did not work out really well. The HVs are a little easy to flip right now, and when you get them inverted, they're almost impossible to get out of that situation without some serious mining. You basically have to underdig. You have to dig under the entire thing and do it in such a way that when you kill the power on it, it will fall the way you want it to. So it's definitely not an easy system to use. So I'm thinking that I'm going to skip the HV and go directly to the SV. What I will probably try to do is to level up far enough that we can build the atmospheric thruster. But as you can see, that's level 15. With the way that XP works as far as combat is concerned, it should be a fairly fast grind. You know what, I'll leave it with the basic cockpit for now. We'll do the light. We need thrusters. And we need a spotlight cube. Alright, so until I get to level 10, I'm stuck with directional thrusters. So I will probably end up building something small and light with a little bit of storage on it, just to get us around so we can go do the mining and bring back the resources that we need. But that, I think, is going to be the initial plan. I will most likely also elevate the towers that the cannons are sitting on, because I don't like having them this close to the surface. I would rather have them, I may even put something like in the middle and have a tower going up, and then just extend this out a little bit for a landing pad for any SVs that I build. I think I actually am going to do that. Yeah, I think that's be what I work on next time. So on that note, we are out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic week. The Tuesday should, hopefully your day is shaping up to be a good day, and that your week is only going to get better. I will see you all back here tomorrow. For the folks who haven't done so already, I do ask that you may consider subscribing, because it'll definitely keep you up to date on what's going on. But it also let you know when I go live for either Twitch or YouTube. And for the folks that have been leaving the likes, the comments, and even our new subscribers, welcome to the community. Thank you for the support. It is greatly appreciated, as I said earlier. And yeah, I will hopefully see everybody here either later today for the Ark episodes, or tomorrow for the next Empyrion. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there.